Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin' Robbie Billups. This is
John Hammertime Holshoe.
This is
Jelani, Bullard.
And we are going to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, something, something. I don't know the words.
Alright guys, that's right. We watched Spider-Man Homecoming, the Sony Columbia in concert with Marvel Studios, of course, Spider-Man's first solo film in the MCU. I was super excited to watch this. We've been really hyped for it. I want to know what everybody thought about it. So, Jelani, what did you think about the movie?
I loved it. I think this might be the most accurate Spider-Man to date. We actually got a Spider-Man that is a younger kid. It's starting out. He's green. And basically, they're babysitting him.
Yeah.
And he finally comes into his own. And it's a good film for that. And the villain was thought out really well. I mean, Michael Keaton as the Vulture, he was spectacular.
Yeah, who would have thought the Vulture would have been cool?
Who knew? But they made it really fast paced. It was light on action though. It felt more like a romantic comedy without the romance too. Because I think the weakest part, which we might talk about later, would be like the love interest was there, but it wasn't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't like the whole
So I don't like how it was. I love the twist. There is a good twist in it, which we won't spoil. But it turns that movie, and it makes that movie better for me. So I loved it.
Yeah, the moment you're talking about was kind of like, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of the Thanksgiving scene from the first Spider-Man movie.
Yep. And you find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for that weird like when he tried to grab the turkey.
But there wasn't one. It was just that.
Yeah. It was a good fun
movie. It was
movie.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Like I give it like so much credit for working on it. And I love that this Spider-Man is in our DC. I mean, I'm sorry, not DC, in the Marvel continuity. No, I'm slipping
you almost got me really excited. I was like, they worked it out. Marvel versus DC.
They're all together.
Will they do Amalgam next?
Yeah.
Speaking of Amalgam, John, what did you think about this movie?
I thought it's weird that you say solo film because I thought it was the Iron Man Spider-Man film. No,
is that really how you felt?
I didn't feel that way. I was worried in the trailers Iron Man was going to get too much. It was going to be Iron Man Spider-Man film.
That's what the trailer made it
look
like.
Exactly.
And Iron Man's in it. He's great when he's in it, but he's not in it. He's not overused, I don't think. I enjoyed the film. Probably the most enjoyable Marvel film I've seen this year. And I say that even though I loved Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because I didn't have as high expectations for Spider-Man. I'm like, well, Sony's doing it. It's going to be too much Iron Man in it. And I do like Iron Man. I don't know. I didn't have the highest expectations. The trailers look good, don't get me wrong. And I do like Spider-Man. He's probably my favorite solo character from Marvel because I'm a big X-Men fan. And I really enjoyed it. I love the shit out of it. And Keaton steals the show. Keaton does such a good job as a bad guy. Just as Nicholson stole the show in Batman '89 with Keaton, Keaton stole the show here. Right. You know, what a great villain. The costume. I'm going to buy that damn jacket. I'm getting that jacket.
You're going to get the jacket?
Yeah, maybe in Alabama it's too hot for that jacket.
Maybe. I agree with you guys. I loved it. I thought it was really good. I was, like John, nervous when I first saw the trailers because that second trailer especially, I'm like, they just showed us the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that is a weakness because that big fairy scene.
Yeah.
Might as well. I mean, that's
the
whole thing.
I think we would have.
Two trailers, they kill it.
Yeah, I think that moment would have had a lot more impact had you not known it was coming. But there was still so much more in the movie that you didn't see in the trailer. A lot of it in the beginning, and even that whole last scene. Yeah. Of course, I didn't watch the last couple trailers and TV spots or whatever. But like John said, I loved Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I never would have thought that the Vulture would be this threatening. If you remember, Sam Raimi was going to do Vulture in Spider-Man 4. It was going to be John Malkovich. No way that it would have been near as cool as this.
No
Shocker.
Way. Yeah,
what's his name? Bokeem.
Bokeem Woodbine.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was awesome in the movie.
Yeah.
All the little Easter eggs, seeing Max Gargan there, the Scorpion.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
So much stuff.
Donald Glover plays Aaron Davis, who is the ultimate Prowler, Miles Morales' uncle
Yep.
in the Ultimates.
Okay,
yeah.
I knew
because he said I had a
in there.
nephew. Remember he mentioned
That was
his
a
nephew.
good scene.
That's Miles.
Because I was
That's a
like,
good
why
scene,
get Donald
dude.
Glover in such a small role? Because Donald Glover's
Yeah.
a big actor.
Because he was
Yeah.
hilarious.
He was
And
great in it, though. He was
also,
great.
when
He's
Brian
great.
Michael Bendis created the character of Miles, it was because he envisioned Donald Glover playing Spider-Man.
Okay.
And that's kind of
That's
a cool
what it
nod
is.
to that. But I loved his scene when he's all like, I got ice cream in this trunk. I loved
Yeah,
it. And then
it
he's
was
like,
so
I'm
cool.
just trying to hold some dude up. I don't want to like shoot him through time. I thought it was great. Tony Stark was in there just the right amount of time. There's a
Perfectly.
whole lot more Happy Hogan, and it cracks me up.
I'm happy he's back.
Dude, it starts off, it's so fun, and it starts off, and I'm like, dude, this is just the Sony and the Columbia logo. What's going on? But Marvel had their logo in there at the big moment. But it was just, I thought it was tied together so perfectly. I don't know exactly how long it was. It felt long to me.
It was
didn't feel
2
a little
hours
long.
and 13 minutes.
Okay, it felt long to me, but it didn't feel boring to me.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like, I never
It was
wanted the
paced
movie really
well.
to end.
Yeah.
Until the credits come, and you had to wait all that time for that. But Captain America trolled us. That was
Yeah,
funny. I was
that was
expecting, never going to
real
give you up to
Stay
that
to
plan.
the end of the movie.
Absolutely.
It's worth your time.
So,
and patience.
how did Mr. Tom Holland do, in your opinion, as Peter Parker?
He's the best one.
You think he's better than Garfield?
I am saying
McGuire, the
bold
dude
things.
from the 70s?
I've talked to people
Neil
who have
Patrick
this-
Harris.
Yeah. I talked to different
I don't know if he's
people,
better.
and they're saying that Andrew Garfield was a good one because he was the right amount of moody. But I think he was kind of dickish.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tobey Maguire, a lot of people liked because he was the first Spider-Man that we enjoyed as a kid. But then he turns around and he's mad. He's off his
kids.
mask. We were young and innocent then.
I think you're trying to come across as younger than you are.
Poor the
No, but yeah, okay, but you
know
think
what I'm saying?
Holland's better than
Holland
those
is
guys?
better than both of them. First of all, he's the smartest of the group so far.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Garfield used the internet for most of his research. Like, this kid made web shooters.
Yeah.
And like actual web shooters that worked. He made fluctuation eyeglasses. I think if he'd been given more time, he could make his own tech suit.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think he was a believable, smart person.
Yeah.
And you needed that kind of nerd.
I also like how they turned his school into the Midtown high school for
For
science
the
and
scientists,
technology.
yeah.
So everybody there kind of made a little bit more sense
Why there were nerds there.
why there were nerds. And they're
Right.
different. Like Flash Thompson was there.
Yeah.
Ned Leeds was there in a very gunky type fashion from
He's
the
my,
Ultimate
I'm sorry.
Spider-Man.
I have. That's one
You
of my
didn't like Ned
negatives
Leeds?
too.
I liked Ned Leeds. I liked the whole
is Jar
supporting
Jar
cast.
Binks.
Oh, I loved the whole.
He's the
supporting
Jar
cast.
Jar Binks. He had funny parts in it.
Yeah.
For it, but to me, I didn't really like him because he was just too blurty. I'm like, if you and I have like a secret, and it's that big, like I find out you're Spider-Man, for example, and I'm like, holy shit, you're Spider-Man. That's not gonna be the first thing I tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, that's something we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well-
Or we know. And to an extent, unless you want to bring somebody in on that, because then that's my life too.
That's true. I mean, I get it, but he didn't really.
He
I don't know.
He kind of tells.
I think that was
he
a
kinda tells
funny
people.
scene. I think that was a
He's
funny
funny, and he can be funny, and he had parts in it, but I just didn't like him.
How was Holland in the role comparatively to the others? And what
I really liked him. I wasn't overly impressed with him in Civil War. Like, I liked him in the Spider-Man costume. He wasn't in the costume like, is this kid the right choice? He seems too young. He doesn't. I know he's Spider-Man supposed to be young, but maybe too young and maybe not in the physical shape that he's not in bad shape.
Right.
But completely, I was wrong. I mean, first off, he's gotten better shape because
got
obviously
way
he's
better.
working out. He's just the right amount. I think the age that he's what is he, a junior? Is he? He's not.
I don't know his actual age.
But he's
I don't know.
yeah. He doesn't have a license yet, so he's got to be like
Right.
maybe he's a
He's
freshman
and
or something.
Spider-Man in this movie was 15.
Okay.
He was a sophomore at Midtown.
Okay.
Liz was a senior.
Okay. So.
Oh, you meant Peter Parker.
Yeah,
I
Peter Parker in the
I thought you
movie.
meant
I thought you meant
Tom
How
Holland.
old is he supposed to be?
Tom
playing?
Holland's like
Tom Holland's
20s,
probably like
25.
25.
So he's
Yeah.
probably older than.
He's older.
I think he did a good job. I think he did. He seemed like Peter Parker. I have no issues with the casting.
How does he compare to Garfield and McGuire?
I'm gonna go liking him better. Maybe the Garfield problems maybe weren't Garfield, the films themselves, because I really like Tobey Maguire in 1 and 2, not so much 3. But again, I don't blame Tobey for that. I'm gonna put him. I'm going to put him up there as probably my favorite so far.
I would have to too, because I love the Tobey Maguire movies. I think he did a great job, but I do feel like they missed out on a lot of the fun of Spider-Man in those movies with the quips and everything like that. They had some quips, but not enough quips.
Yeah.
But Andrew Garfield had that part down, but I felt like he never learned responsibility. He always came across as a little bit douchey.
He's a douche
to me, and very, very just angsty. I thought that Holland had a perfect balance of like of the best qualities of both.
Yeah.
And even better, he was great as Spidey. He was great as Peter. He was believable as a nerd, even though he's kind of technically a good-looking dude. Everything about the movie, I just found it so grounded.
Yeah.
And that's and the name doesn't bother me because we knew there would be some kind of homecoming dance thing or whatever. The list thing is cool.
Homecoming dance makes all the sense of the world with the car ride.
Yeah.
The car ride makes it. I don't know. That's why it's the title it is.
It still wouldn't have been my first choice of title.
Me
that being said,
and also, he's coming home tomorrow. I get that, but like the movie wiped all that out. I did not care. I thought that was awesome. I love this movie. Michael Keaton's amazing. Tom Holland is amazing. The entire supporting cast to me is amazing. And what another shocker at the end when you find out who Michelle really is. That's interesting. And it will be cool to see that develop.
Yeah,
and I hope we get more Donald Glover in the next one.
Absolutely.
For real. I hope he's like the Turk of this. He just keeps coming back.
Do you have any complaints? He had the one complaint. Do you have any complaints?
If I had any complaints, is that he didn't. First of all, I love all the gadget stuff. I know some people may complain about that. But Spider-Man's always used gadgets. Right. The web shooters are gadgets. He's always making gadgets. I love that they threw so much stuff in there, like the spider tracer, the webbing. Right
the
there.
Drone.
The drone was so cool.
That was cool. Karen?
And dude, that's awesome. And it could be leading to Jocasta, which is funny because that's Paul Bettany's, it's Jennifer Connelly, and that's Paul Bettany's wife.
Yeah.
In like real life,
and
right?
she was in the original Hulk.
And he was Jarvis. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, she was. She was Betty.
She was Betty.
But I do I have any complaints? But the other thing. They had the Spidey signal. It had the Spidey signal. That was so cool. Any complaints? I really don't think I have.
I have another.
Of course. Jelani has
a
complaint.
I do. That? It was... he had no spider sense.
It's not that he didn't have spider sense. It's that they didn't mention spider sense.
He didn't use it. He didn't use it at all. He walked in... We can talk about the trailer. He wall crawls into his room. He pulls his window down. He goes all the way to the door...
But there's no danger there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that he has it. They just don't mention it.
He should be all on pins and needles and know, hey, that's true danger. But.
Or maybe he hasn't refined it yet. Maybe they can say that. But he has it. He hasn't. Yeah, they didn't. Just
the director said that he just didn't feel like they wanted to really get into it.
I just think because they didn't mention it doesn't mean he doesn't have it. I agree.
Yeah. I don't know if I have a complaint.
That's it.
I even like the suit at the end that he turns down. I even like that suit, man.
He didn't like that suit. I thought it was going to be the Iron Spider, the other gold.
I thought it would be gold. Yeah, an actual Iron Spider suit. It was like black.
If I had one complaint, it's just I'm tired of these end credit things. I don't think either of them really.
They didn't.
Obviously the last one, but even the mid one, the little stinger.
They could have stuck that in the movie.
Didn't really.
It could have been in the film.
Didn't really add anything to it. I would have liked. My one complaint is not a single mention of Osborn or Oscorp. I would have just. I would like.
Goodness.
That. I would like that though.
A building in the background. Or something.
What about you? What do you got?
I have one, and I think most people agree with me. Although it won't affect most of us. Is that if you didn't see Civil War, there's some things you're not going to understand.
Maybe. I think, first of all, most people have seen Civil War. They're going to watch this.
If you're a Spider-Man fan, you went and saw Civil War.
I also think they do a good job at the very beginning with his video diary of showing it up.
Yeah.
But, I get what you're saying, though. Absolutely. It is tied in. A lot of Marvel movies are like that, though. It's also like just tongue-in-cheek and like, oh, wink, wink, you get it, right?
And I think it'd be a very small percentage of the people, and you're right, they do kind of explain it in the beginning.
Yeah.
So that was my only complaint, but I thought, well, what about Spider-Man fans? Well, shit, they went and saw Civil War because Spider-Man's in Civil War.
Right.
I loved it. I just loved it so much. I thought it was really good. I'm really pumped to have more Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think he's contracted for 2 more.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
And it had an amazing scene. Like Wonder Woman had that No Man's Land scene that really worked very well when she gets up and walks across the battlefield. The scene when he has to lift himself out of that
it's iconic.
I know, it's straight from the comics,
It's from
right?
the comics.
Oh my goodness, it just makes you believe. And he's like Come on, Spider-Man.
I was afraid he wouldn't lift it up and the credits would roll. Like, oh,
yeah, right.
Spider-Man's
over.
Spider-Man died.
But I love it. I really think that it really encapsulated the
It's hard to find negatives about this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go out and watch it.
And it encapsulates kind of like the overwhelmingness that being in high school can be, or feeling like you have to do too much. And he's trying to prove himself so much, not just to the people around him, but to himself. Right. He's trying to be, and they don't necessarily mention Uncle Ben, but his presence is still throughout that whole movie. Right. And I just think that this was just such a good movie.
Yeah.
It really
was. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
Is it better than any other Spider-Man movie before? I know it's still new.
It's still new, but I seriously think this is the best Spider-Man film to date.
I do too. What about you?
I've got 2 before it.
Spider-Man 2,
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1.
2 is really good with Maguire, but I think this is the best Spider-Man film.
This is the best comically near accurate version of Spider-Man that we've gotten. So I still can't say it's the best.
I loved it. It was fun.
And I love it.
It was fun. It was funny. It was deep. It was meaningful. It had the right amount of Iron Man, a dose of Happy Hogan, and Spidey rocked.
And most importantly, it had the one thing that guarantees success: Michael Keaton.
Yes, Michael Keaton.
So hats off to you guys, Sony, Marvel Studios. You blew this one away. It was different than most other Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah.
It broke that formula.
Yeah,
like Guardians. That's 2.
Any of the complaints we had about Marvel films.
Yeah, they're going to keep it fresh.
Yeah. Well, we got Thor Ragnarok next. They say it's going to be a game changer. Then we got a Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War. Dudes, it's a good time to be a comic book movie fan, is it not?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Please do comment down below and let us know what you thought of Spider-Man Homecoming. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And check us out at popculturephilosophers.com, podcast, blogs, top 5 lists, and a whole lot more. I've been Rockin' Robbie Billups.
I've been John Hammertime Holshoe.
And I'm Jelani Bullard.
We are the Pop Culture Philosophers. Deuces. See ya. Holler. Thwip thwip. Friendly neighborhood PCP.
I don't know what's going on.
I was lost at the beginning.
Maybe quit while you're ahead.
I don't know what to do.
We'll just cut all this. We'll cut all
Spidey tactic.
Slow it.